Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and today I am going to be teaching you how to paint an easy watercolor Christmas ornament. Let's get started. So to start this painting, we are not going to draw, we are just going to jump right in with our brushes and paint. So grab your small detail brush and you're going to load it up with a dark greenish bluish mixture because this is going to be the color of our Christmas tree branch. And we're going to paint that section of our painting first to give us a base of where everything else is going to be going. So I'm just going to tilt my page a little bit and I'm going to start at the top right corner. I'm just going to kind of curve. So start about the center of your page. I'm just going to kind of curve it up and out like that. And then you are going to just add your jagged squiggly lines. I'm going to turn it even more. All the way up. So it's going to start out thin, and then as you get farther, you are going to it's going to get wider. Just going to add more paint to blend. You want to blend the stem that we created as we go. We don't want that to be thick. So just go all the way up. And it's just going to kind of come off the page. Like that, and then we're going to go in with a darker tone, so I'm going to add a little bit of Payne's Gray and a little bit of ultramarine blue to my mixture, and then at the base of each branch I'm going to add a little bit of that darker tone. Just need a little bit more pigment. And it helps if your branches are still wet, but it'll still work even if they're already drying. So just going all the way down, adding a little bit of that darker tone to help our branch come off the page a little bit. Just like that, we have our tree branch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a light wash of Alzarian Crimson, and we are going to draw a very watery circle beneath our tree. So we're going to make it about center. I'm just going to draw. So I want this to be very watery because we're going to make it, we want it to have blooms, we want it to be able to where we can add more pigment to it. We do not want it to dry quickly at all. It does not need to be a perfect shape. And then we're going to take more of that crimson color. And then we are going to add that to the top of this ornament. And then it's going to come toward the middle and kind of come back in with where we started. We're going to wrap it around the bottom. Just kind of tap it in on the sides right there just a little bit. Just very lightly on that edge. Just going to blend that in a little. So kind of just have fun with your placement. You do want to kind of think about where the light is hitting it. You don't want it to be too dark without not enough light space. So I'm just kind of blending it out a little bit more natural. And then what I'm gonna do, take some clean water on my brush. I'm just going to drop it right there, and then another one right next to it. And then I'm going to let this dry, and then we will come back in and see if it needs any more color or if we can just add our hanging piece to it. So we are going to add more pigment to our ornament. We're going to do exactly what we did before. Take a really light wash of crimson, and we're going to cover up the entire ornament. And you can see how it's just glazing over the layer we already created, so we still have that same depth and shadowing that we already applied. And then now what we can do is we can go back in with that darker tone again and build over it. And this will just give it more of a rich tone, just help it be even more dark and vibrant, which is what we want. Just kind of work it around this color. Just kind of following the same guidelines that we did before. And then I'm going to add some of those dots. It didn't really do much before, so I think I added it a little too late. So I'm just going to add that now. I'm going to do a little bit more darker pigment right along here. All right, and then we're going to let this layer dry. Now we're going to take our small detail brush, and using the tip, we're going to apply some yellow ochre paint to the center of the top of the ornament. And I'm just going to be drawing, painting in a little square. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white space. And I'm going to just take the tip of my brush and I'm going to drag a line all the way up to the tree. And there we have an ornament hook. And now to finish off our painting, we are going to splatter some red paint over the entire page. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper. This is something I used to have an old color palette on. And I'm going to cover up just that center area of my tree. And I'm going to fill up my brush with a lot of water, a lot of red paint, tapping off any extra water. And then I'm just going to tap over my entire page, just like that. And it's okay that it gets on your ornaments and everywhere else. You want this paint to be everywhere. The only part of it that I did not want it to really get on too much was my tree, and it's still pretty much untouched except for a little bit at top, but that is okay. And then I'm going to just dab off some in the center of my ornament, just a little bit. And there you have a easy Christmas ornament watercolor card. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed painting this watercolor Christmas ornament with me today. If you enjoyed this painting, please subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like any extra details on this painting, head over to my blog, Reflecting Creation. I'll have a link in the description box below, and over there you can find any other details that you're looking for on this painting. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.